What if I told you the world you see on Google Maps isn't the real one? Some islands vanish, some cities are smeared into pixels, and some places exist in real life, but are intentionally hidden from the digital earth. These aren't glitches. These are locations big tech would rather you never zoom into. And if you enjoy these weekly map mysteries, hit subscribe, because according to my phone, spending 12 hours on Google Earth counts as a personal problem.
Sandy Island, the island that lied. Let's start with an island that may never have existed at all. Search Sandy Island, Australia, and Google Maps shows something, but not that Sandy Island. The real mystery island was supposed to be right here, between Australia and New Caledonia. See that faint shape where land should be? That's the problem. Back in the late 1700s, Captain James Cook marked an island here. Later, whaling ships claimed they saw it too. So mapmakers did what mapmakers do. They copied it for 200 years. Then ships started passing through and found nothing, just open ocean. In 1979, it quietly vanished from most maps. And in 2012, Australian scientists sailed directly to the location. Depth check, 4,300 feet deep, no island, no sunken peak, nothing. So what did sailors see for 2 centuries? Cloud shadows? Floating pumice? A cartographic catfish? No one knows. The Amazon, a green privacy wall. The Amazon is on Google Maps, technically. But zoom in and it turns into an endless green blur. That's because the rainforest canopy works like a natural invisibility cloak. Satellites can't see through it. Planes can't see through it. And somewhere under that green ceiling live 90 to 100 uncontacted tribes. Their paths, their homes, their villages, invisible. Meanwhile, I lose Wi-Fi for 10 minutes and assume civilization has collapsed.
A house too dark to show. Cleveland, USA. Some places aren't blurred for security. They're blurred out of respect. In Cleveland, one ordinary house became the site of an unimaginable horror. 3 women were kidnapped and imprisoned there for nearly a decade. When Google's Street View car captured the home in 2013, the victims were still inside. Google removed the imagery. Later that year, the house was demolished. Sometimes, erasing a place is the kindest thing you can do. A house too dark to show. Cleveland, USA. Some places aren't blurred for security. They're blurred out of respect. In Cleveland, one ordinary house became the site of an unimaginable horror. 3 women were kidnapped and imprisoned there for nearly a decade. When Google's Street View car captured the home in 2013, the victims were still inside. Google removed the imagery. Later that year, the house was demolished. Sometimes, erasing a place is the kindest thing you can do.
France's military blind spots. Paris is one of the most photographed cities on Earth. Yet right in the middle of it, entire blocks are censored. They belong to Hexagone Ballard, home of the French armed forces. France used to blur everything military. Most countries stopped. France didn't. Ironically, the swimming pool is crystal clear. Apparently, pool water isn't classified. I don't think people understand how a whole country's map can hide more than it shows. 2 redacted zones on Nauru. 1 visible detention center. It's not accidental. Those blurred blocks could shield workers' homes or cover unfinished mapping. Either way, it feels like hiding. A country linked to UN findings of arbitrary detention, overcrowded centers, kids traumatized, and a 1.6 billion resettlement deal with no guarantees. Over 100 people still detained. Map glitches, or moral blind spots. Why are we okay with both?
If you think Google can show everything, think again. On Princeport Road, 2 homes vanished into blur, and nobody knows why. Picture this. It's 2009. The Street View car rolls down Princeport Road, snaps a photo, and 2 houses disappear into a digital fog. The owners, surprised. They never asked for privacy. Google's policy says a blur is permanent. They won't explain verification details, so was it a camera glitch, a data mix-up, or the driver playing mystery tour? Locals and internet sleuths have theories, but official silence stretches for over 15 years. 2 ordinary homes, 1 stubborn pixelation. No drama, just one of those little modern mysteries that refuses to be explained. Still curious? Click for a deep dive.
You need to hear this if you love internet mysteries. Jeanette Island on Google Maps looks like a Photoshop oops. Could it be a secret base? Maybe? Or just sloppy mapping? Look closer. Fake-looking terrain on the map. Coastlines that fade away to nothing. Identical oval shapes repeated like stickers. Some maps show a black smudge. Others show the island clearly. Satellite data even reveals real land. Russia hasn't explained it. Conspiracy threads filled the comments with military bases. Some even suggested aliens. My bet? Mapping glitches and messy data, but it's delicious clickbait either way.
Imagine a country with phones smarter than your car, and maps Google can't fully use. Google asked to export South Korea's high-precision map data, and even promised fixes like blurring sensitive sites. But Seoul keeps saying no and pushed the decision to February 5, 2026. Critics call this control dressed up as security. Google already uses satellite imagery and even maps parts of North Korea. Tourists are mad. Navigation complaints jumped 71% in 2024, with Google blamed for 30% of them. Add pressure from Washington and fierce local industry resistance, 90% of Korean spatial firms oppose the export, and you've got a serious map standoff. The clock's ticking to Feb 5. Stay tuned. For years, North Korea was a blank space. Then in 2013, Google filled it in using satellite images and crowdsourced data. Most of the country remains low detail, few labels, few photos. Only elites and foreign visitors can upload anything. And North Koreans themselves don't even use Google Maps. They browse a closed internal network called Kwangmyong, where the rest of the world might as well not exist.
So now you know. The world on your screen isn't the whole world. Some places vanish by accident, some disappear on purpose, and some fight desperately to stay hidden. But here's the real question. What's the biggest place Google can't hide, but doesn't want you to understand? Because that's exactly what we're uncovering next. See you in the next map mystery.